Guess what? I am on a roll. So, I sure am. Actually, you can't even see my table, but we're going to make a formula. We are going to make a formula today. So, I wanted to make a formula. I thought I would just roll the tape so not only you would see how I formulate, but you can formulate as well. More than likely, you'll have to rewatch this, gather all your materials, that kind of thing, and then do this with me. But, so I'm going to just go over all the ones that you need. In here, I've already written down all of the materials. That's a lot of materials, but I wrote down all the materials that is going to be in this formula. And I tried to pick materials that are a lot of the basics and that you have, and I only have 3 accords of my own, but I bet you can find something that you have can replace it. So anyway, I'm just gonna name them and then we'll go one by one. After that, adding it to my thing. I use a clip, it just has it keeps it like flat on the table. So anyway, so timber silk, it's at 100%. Black agar by Giveco, that is at 100% for me. Saffroline is like a saffron leather, it's at 10%. I have tobaccorol, it does not smell like tobacco to me, it just doesn't, but tobaccorol at 10%. And then I have Weiss Amber, YSAMBER, 10%. And then Clearwood, Hedione, Magnolus E. Some of these I've talked in some of my previous videos, so I wanted to use those in this formula. Emeraldine, I love Emeraldine. Oh my god, it's so good. Emerald, think green, and it is like a jewel. EMERALDINE. And then linalool, it's the synthetic. Bergamot essential oil. Benzyl salicylate. Nepalva, NEPALVA, at 50%. Helvetolide, HELVETOLIDE. Traceolide, TRASEOLIDE. All of those two are at 100%. Hexyl benzoate, and I'll explain what these smell like as well when we're making the formula. Herculean D, and then I have my green moss accord. If you have any type of green or moss or something, just use that. And then I have a Grossman accord. Most people have a Grossman accord, except for maybe those of you who are like super new, but I have some videos on that. So the next one is I just like Ambrox. So pick Ambroxan or Cetilox or Ambrox Super, or pick something like that. But mine's Pure Lux Ambroxan. And then apple olefac. So here we go. Okay, so timber silk. With timber silk, oh, I love it. Again, it's close to, I'm going to try to teach a little bit as I go for you new people. It's a little bit like ISOE Super. It just has more of the gamma isomers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 drops, and I'm being simple again for people who are just getting started. That was 12 drops of Timber Silk. The next one is Black Agar by Giveco. I'm going to do 2 drops. That will go a long way. 2 drops. Black Agar Giveco. The next one is Safraline 10%. It is beautiful. First off, 1, 2. I put 2 drops, which is a lot, but I want it to be very leathery because this next one, Tobaccorol, even though it is Tobaccorol, it is not tobacco. It's more of a dry, woody kind of an aroma. 1 drop. It just does not remind me of tobacco, but that's me. The next one is Weiss Amber 10%. This one is a little strong, 1 drop. It is an amber, Weiss Amber. It is kind of clean, a tiny bit of fruitiness in there. Yeah, Clearwood. Oh, 1, 2, 3. I love me some Clearwood. 3. It's very clean. 3 drops of Clearwood. Hedione. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 drops of Hedione. Magnolus E. We just need 1 drop. 1 drop of Magnolus E. Emeraldine. Emeraldine is like an emerald. It is green, like leafy, but I don't know, there's some fruit. It supports, it goes with the apple, so the apple olfact will go well with this. 1, 2, 3. I put 3 drops of that, of the Emeraldine. Linalool synthetic. I'm going to put 1 drop of linalool. 1 drop of linalool. Again, we are formulating and we are making an oud formula. Bergamot essential oil. This bergamot essential oil you can see is very dark. Your bergamot essential oil should be at dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 drops of bergamot. 5 drops. Should be very dark. The darker it is, and that's the newer, fresher that it is. And it's usually a dark green, brown color, kind of. Benzyl salicylate, just 1 drop. That's all you need. Benzyl salicylate, 1 drop. Napalva, we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 drops of Napalva. 8 drops of Napalva. The next one is Helvetalide. 2 drops of Helvetalide. 2 drops of Helvetalide. And then Traceolide is a sweet musk. It will give sweetness to your formula for sure. 1 drop will go a long way. It's 400 hours. 1 drop. You can use up to 25% of it. Just FYI. You can use a lot of it. But it does give a lot of sweetness to your formula. So you need to be aware of that. The next one is hexyl benzoate. Hexyl benzoate is very interesting. It reminds me, I don't travel a lot. I swear I really don't. But I have been to Italy. When I was in Rome, the big cedar, um, not trees, but they were like the skinny, tall cedar, like they look like columns. They're not bushes and they're not trees because they're very, very tall and, you know, I don't know, they're like this big around, super tall, and they're cedar. That is what this smells. It smells like airy cedar in Rome. That's what it smells like. So this is fresh, sappy cedar. Very interesting. 192 hours, and it doesn't smell like it's that strong. It just lasts a long time. It does have some fixative properties to it. 1, 2, 3. 3 hexyl benzoate. Herculean D. I'm trying to use all the things that I've been talking about the last few days. Herculean D. Very, very thick. You have to just roll it on around before you even pull it out, or it's just going to be a long string. There we go. And I'm going to do 1 drop. 1. And then hopefully I can get the string to stop to put it back in the bottle. And sometimes you can't, and you have to just do another drop. 2. There you go. Okay. 2 drops. For this formula, 2 drops is a lot. You can do just 1 drop of that. The next one is a my green moss accord. If you just have a moss or a green moss, the point of it is the moss part though. So Evernil or something like that. I'm doing 2 drops. Mine is pretty strong, but I want this green in this formula to show up. So 2 drops of my green moss, number 758, in case you want to order it from me. Then a Grossman accord. I have like 3 or 4 Grossman accords, and each one are really, really different. I just think a number of formulas, just 1 drop of a Grossman accord can do you justice. And this is a strong one, and there's some that are not very strong at all. But I'm using the strong one because this is a very heavy wood oud formula, so it can handle it. And then the next one is my Pure Luxe Ambrox. It's my accord, but you can use either Ambroxan, Cetalox, or Ambroxan Super. Pick any of those, and it can substitute very easy for this. And again, these are pretty strong. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, which is a lot. I make my stuff strong, so I just do. And then apple olfac, we are doing. It smells so good, and I hate that it's just a top note for 3 hours, but apple olfac is just 3 hours. 1, 2. 2 is all I would do. Will be enough for this to still hide in the background. And that right there is your formula. Sometimes I love to just do my formulas on here and give you a formula for you to practice with. You can follow exactly what I gave you with all the steps, and then you can go back and you can change this formula and make it deeper or lighter, or add and subtract what you would like to do and use. So I'm just showing you what I typically do, and these are all the ones that I used in this one formula. So this is at 100%, and it reads about 2 mils. And then I will let this mature. And then I will make it into a fragrance at about, this one I could do at a 5% and it will still be rocking and pretty strong. So you can do that. But this is, so with a formula like this, I'm going to just tell you, instead of me just shaking it like this, remember I added Herculean D in here and it's very thick. I'm going to have to shake this pretty vigorously because for to have it to mix properly. I'm just going to have to shake it for a while because that Herculean D is so thick. So this is just typically what I do, and I wanted to use all the materials that I had been talking about lately for you new people and the people who are not so new who want to know kind of how I formulate. And this is a pretty typical type of fragrance that I do. I like the deeper, darker type of fragrances, although I think my next formula that I do live, which I will do, I'll probably do one tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do one later tonight, but will be a floral. I love florals as well. So that's what I will do. But just shake this a lot, whatever. You need to put it away. Because this is a heavy oud formula, it needs to be put away for, I'm going to say 6 months. This is one of those, if you're into fragrances and you do this, patience is what you have to have. And that's why when you make these on in your journals, put the date so you'll know and you'll come back to it. I typically add a label, and all of my formulas have a number, like this is 2160, and I give it a name, and I don't have to put the date on here as well because all I'll do is go back into my book and it will have the date, so I don't have to put the date twice. But that is what I'll typically do. So I will name this, and it has a number, and I will put a little sticky label on it and keep it, and go back like 6 months later. So I'm not going to even say every blue moon, because every once in a while I will go back and grab my tray of all my formulas, 50 to a tray, and I will go through and smell them all and not look at my formula, but just smell and say, how do I like this? What do I like? And I will pull some that I really love and then work with that. And that sometimes I will go back and change and add to a formula, and then dilute some and test them on test strip, that kind of stuff, and see how I like it. So I hope you enjoyed this free formula that helps you learn and helps you grow and learn materials and learning to formulate. So I'm going to open this now and see what it smells like. And sometimes when I do this, I can smell and be like, oh, wait a minute, I need to add something else, or it's missing something or whatever. So here we go. You want to make this formula. It's good. You're like, what? It is complex. It's crazy that it's light and airy to be a black oud, a black agar. But it is, and I'll tell you what's helping bring it up is that emeraldine, because I can get that green, and green to me, green and oud always play well together. I really typically will put a green in there anytime I'm using an oud or an agar or agar wood. Yeah, I can also get some of the musk that Napalva is pulling it up as well and helping it give it some air. And then the other thing is the hexyl benzoate. That's the airy cypress. That is giving it some airiness as well. And the other thing that helps with this is, and you can't smell it, it just blends in well, but I pick it up because I've learned what it does and what it smells like is that one drop of benzyl salicylate really is very, very helpful. And the hedione takes the stuff from the bottom and gives it a lift and gives it a platform to sit on, like a platter. Yeah, this is incredibly, incredibly nice. Oh my God. Ooh, it's good. And it will get only deeper and richer. This is you want to make this formula. It's a really good formula for just taking some basics material. None of them all are like super basic, but for these materials, this is phenomenal. You will like it. Oh my God. And this, I mean, imagine this is just right now. It hadn't even been sitting for a day, but I guarantee you, come back 2 days later and it will meld together even better. And then 4 months from now, it'll be cray better. But already, when it smells this good already, it smells very cohesive. That's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. If you want it a little bit even lighter, more summery, because to me, I don't get summer vibes with it, but you could turn it into a summer vibe with like a sweet pineapple accord. That could help. A little bit of Helional, Helional. That can help give it a little bit of summer vibe, as well as a little bit of floral ozone. Floral ozone is one word. That is a type of aldehyde. And then vernaldehyde, vernaldehyde, 10%. A couple of drops of that at 10%, and maybe one drop of cyclomyrrol. That as well, if you wanted to add it, but I'm keeping it as is because I really, really, really like it. And I'll show you again up close so you can see the color. Maybe you can see the color better against my black shirt. So it's really awesome. I really love it. So there's the formula for you. I hope this helps you spark creativity and encourages you to get some of that energy out, because what's going on in the world, ooh, I can't handle it. Ooh, it makes me angry, makes me so mad. I will just say Black Lives Matter. They matter. And I love Stacey Abrams, so there you go. I don't play. That woman is amazing. I love her. So anyway, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you have, I'm going to be doing a lot more live videos, so you'll want to subscribe, and then there's a bell right there. Click on the bell and it'll give you notifications when I go live. So you're welcome to do that. If you like this video, just give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and for our next one, I will do a floral fragrance because I love those. Those are so much fun. So that'll be on our next one, and I don't know, tonight or tomorrow. Not sure. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I love you. And I will see you on the next Mountain Aromatics. Have a good day.